So welcome to this review on Avatar by James Cameron. Now the last movie I saw by James Cameron was Titanic, which was more years ago than I care to remember. I remember my wife was just going into labour at the time, so it must have been 16 years ago. Anyway, I thought I'd give James Cameron another go. I like Titanic, but this one was just fantastic. It had everything you'd expect of a James Cameron movie. It was tight, had a great plot, it pulled all the right emotional heartstrings, it was well structured, it had good actors in it. The thing that I really liked that I wasn't expecting to the same degree was that I was emotionally moved, but I was also spiritually moved. Any film which has Weta Studios on it, Lord of the Rings being one example, has got to be good. The world they created was simply breathtaking. In fact, I heard that 5 people committed suicide after seeing the film because they didn't want to go back to their ordinary life, which was so mundane compared to the life on Pandora. Absolutely stunning. And wearing those 3D goggles, last 3D film I saw was when I was about 13 years old, and I hadn't seen one since. But I think it was an absolute coup, because what he did was he brought you right into the movie. And with a movie like that, when you are creating a new world from scratch, you really need to be drawn right in. The plot basically was worlds failed. People were going up in the year 2154 to a new world to extract stuff, to mine the planet. There is an indigenous population who don't want them to mine. Conflict. Conflict between different values, between monetarism and between indigenous values, between spirituality, between materialism, and it just all played out beautifully. There was a lovely line in the script where the old colonel, who's a real old war dog, says, "We've got to bring the fight. If the terrorists are coming after us, we've got to go after the terrorists first." And it was kind of turning around that whole new right, George Bush, we've got to fight this war on terror, we've got to launch preemptive strikes, and turning it around in a way where you didn't sympathise with them anymore. So it was a real political statement as well, which I loved. And you can get away with it within science fiction. Give the movie a rating of 8.5 out of 10 because visual effects were stunning, acting was great, story was good, and it had a message which really moved you. In fact, I'd say that cinematically it's probably the most transformative effect on the human psyche since Inconvenient Truth, in terms of what it said as a statement on the environment, on mining, and on our future as a civilization. Go see it.